Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. And today I am so excited because we'll be checking out together Bobby's latest drop of Drowning, the music video for an all featuring Soul, of course, which is another incredible artist. She truly is, coming from the R&B scene and side of things. But just the other day, we cannot forget about my coverage on Bobby's release of Bokut, or Cherry Blossom, of course. A great pre-release before Drowning here featuring Soul, because I absolutely love the lyricism, but most importantly, how he was just so laid back, free-spirited in the song, and just the overall direction in the MV that really played well into what he can truly do best at, is freestyling and be so free-spirited, and how he expresses himself. That got me reminiscent of like the early days with him in Ikon, and even outside of Ikon on Show Me the Money 3, and then later on, of course, Road to Kingdom with his full Dash member Sunwoo and Huyoung. I talked quite heavily about that because in that, if you guys saw that episode, he was like, let's just freestyle it, let's just have fun with it, throw on a performance by having fun. We don't have to have any set choreo or anything like that. And it just goes to show you that's a huge thing that he's really good at doing: expression and honestly freedom, creative freedom. And I feel like we're getting a sense, just the tip of the iceberg, with him and his members under 143 Entertainment now. So with that being said, I'm curious how Drowning's gonna go with Soul here, so let's just dive into the MV. Alright, so brought it up here, Drowning by Bobby featuring Soul. As some of you guys mentioned earlier in my previous reaction and review, Sunwoo and Huyoung can possibly be in this MV as a cameo because they were credited towards Drowning. Fellow Iconics were saying that, but I'm gonna have to find out for myself, fingers crossed. But let's go. Ooh. In some broken down building. This is the mysterious, scene that we saw in the previous MV. Oh, right away. Wow. It's cool how moody the instrumentation is, yet what's bringing the energy is Bobby himself. Got the fat. Chimes, some snapping, and a rhythm guitar. Hey. Okay, we got a bit of choreo in the works. Hey. But man, oh man, I didn't expect him to jump on a city pop beat. Soul, okay, on verse 3. ZK, we love to see him in here. Yes. Even got the other boys in the mix, the full Dash members. Even ZK, he's doing the choreo. Oh, what is this bridge?
Come on, boy, take you high.
Hey. I love how we get a bit of soul here too. Netflix and chill. My man's flatlined because he drowned in some other significant ones kind of love. I think that's pretty much the straightforward interpretation and intentions of this song that it truly has, especially with the surprising lyrics that we get from Bobby. But let's be real here, you can in some cases you can expect him to come through with these kind of lyrics. And of course, Soul surprising me with the start of her verse, because it eased us in. We hear a little bit of her in the background, and then I love how she jumps onto the beat for verse 3. And of course, the cameos, we cannot forget DK, and we even have Sunwoo and Huyoung, full Dash members and such. I remember last time since I've seen them together was their KCON performance of full Dash, and I'm sure they're still keeping in touch with one another, of course. Now, let me talk more about Drowning here. I think the execution is so on point. And what do I mean by execution, right? I feel like the song and how we were really put on this sort of dream-like trip with it was so well done on the production end. I'm sure same people in the works, right? The Proof with Bobby, and of course Soul, she always writes her lyrics at the end of the day. If you guys enjoyed Soul's featuring on this, I highly recommend other songs such as Stay With Me that has Weinstein, the likes of Big Naughty, her song with Big Naughty titled Frank Ocean. A lot of good songs, or Ride. There's many good songs that I can recommend from Soul, so be sure to check out her discography. Really incredible solo artist, and really can do R&B so well to a T. Now, in terms of Bobby himself, yet again, you see that free-spiritedness, right? I love how it tackles another kind of, intention and small message, instead of what Cherry Blossom really tackled, which was, oh, you came and you were here and you were gone, just like the Cherry Blossom season. You were so sweet, but it had to happen, right? And I miss you, and reminiscent of those good times and all. And there was so much meaningful lyrics there. But then Drowning here, obviously it's straight to the point of, oh, I'm drowning in your love. There's just nothing to really uncover and all. Okay, I really love you a lot, and I'm literally drowning in your love because I love you so much, which is really sweet on this city pop beat. Yes, a city pop beat. I don't think this would have happened if he was still under with the fellow members, like under YG. And I say that because once like Cherry Blossom came out, I'm like, wow, the creative juices and the creative freedom can be totally felt and heard and seen when it came down to that song, and as well as Drowning featuring Soul here. Am I right? I can't be the only one feeling that way. So you got to give it to 143 Entertainment, coming through with songs that like don't really hit it mainstream, you know what I'm saying? The likes of Limelight and their debut and their pre-release stuff, title track wise, they're not following any suit or trend. Same goes for Bobby here, and I'm sure that's gonna be continuing the case for Ikon themselves, but with an additional layer of course creative freedom of what they want to do, and maybe the other members breaking out and doing more stuff individually from 143 Entertainment. The only one small critique I wish 143 Entertainment can do is maybe a little bit more on the marketing side, and of course just small things like Bobby, the titling of Bobby drowning music video. You should give credit where credit's due, featuring Soul and all, and more stuff in the description. It's just small things, you know, and small things go a long way. And of course, it's a small critique because they're a brand new label trying to get their footing down, trying to gain their recognition for their artists at the end of the day. And I'm sure 143 is going to grow even more. It's just a matter of time and how they do it, of course. So far, so good for what they're providing to Ikon and Bobby, am I right? And you can tell Bobby's like, okay, can I get Sunwoo Huyung and DK in my MV as a cameo and have a good amount of moments where Soul can take part? I'm pretty sure he was like talking to Soul of like, oh, we can do this, we can do that, you know, a lot of like directing and guiding and all that stuff upon his song. And of course, music video as well, letting everyone share the spotlight. And that's what you can see a lot from, of course, in the past before on Road to Kingdom and all. So you got to give it to Bobby yet again, everyone. I think if I were to pick a favorite between Cherry Blossom and Drowning, I think it'd be very mood dependent. So far, I'm leaning slightly more towards Cherry Blossom because I've gave it more listens and I still gotta listen to Drowning more. And then some of you may know, I do love City Pop, so I can't really pick hard favorite right now, sorry. And let me just bring it up here, get a sip of my drink here, and see what we can break down here instrumentally together here. Yes. So first of all, I really like the typography. It may seem so minor. I love the typography here. It's like sort of the literally drowning, you know, droopy kind of typography here. And then, sir, we get a sunshine. Well, we get of course, the sun, but then we get clouds, and it seems like, you know, it's raining behind Sir Bobby's first single. Just something small, but I love it. I love the details here.
Baby, won't you ride? Took downtown, then I could take a hundred OP. Born on dime about a gladly. Pull up to my place, so the way there's about I got the week, come back a bit of space. Cold blue.
It's crazy if you think about it, because his previous MV, he's normally waking up in his room, in his bed, and it's nice outside and all, but for some reason, he's in some crazy broken down building where, you know, doctors or some people are working on him because it seems like he was drowning, and maybe I don't know what they're doing, right? So some really strange area and place. And it feels like, let me drown, let's go. It feels like I want to go through it again. I want to drown in this person's love again, you know what I'm saying? So I love how those lyrics tie along to the overall movement of this MV, the direction of it. I love how he plays this, like how he's like, pipe down, and then the instrumentation pauses and breaks for a bit like that. Bit of clapping, or not clapping, sorry, snapping, and there's like this strumming of the guitar. Sometimes we get the rhythm guitar, sometimes, or I should say a good amount of times we get electronic drum kit work in the works. We get the chimes going in, some synth strings as well that you tend to hear in city pop influenced tracks or full-blown city pop tracks. So I love how the instrumentation's like shining and shimmering, yet it's not like being too over the top, where Bobby, it allows Bobby and Soul to throw on a performance, am I right? Oh no. I love that background vocal work. Oh no. Let me bring it back.
got me drowning in your love. Drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning in your love.
There's that rhythm guitar that I was talking about. The synth strings. Some claps, yeah. Very let loose choreo, you know. That thick thighs line, it's still something that I'm gonna have to get used to. I think I'm gonna be surprised by that line and then Bobby's first verse in this song, of course, because how it kicks off right away, despite it being very contrasting, like Bobby's delivery being very contrasting from the instrumentation. So I love how it's like contrasting at times, yet there's this up and down kind of flow and vocal direction when it comes to Bobby and Soul in the mix together, and then they just bring it back together to end it on a high note during the bridge. Am I right?
Waste time, catch feeling while we're riding downtown. How we end up in this backseat. 용기는 살다가 지치다 볼 순 없잖아.
So smooth with the vocal work. There's the chimes. Huyoung, Sunwoo with his hood up. I love how not just the backup dancers in the works, but DK himself is dancing along. Really, hands down, my favorite scene is where he has this like lit up sword on fire and all. And I feel like it goes full circle, which is really cool, this music video, how it was done. It's like, I just find myself back at stage 1, drowning in your love yet again and all that stuff, you know? It can be deadly, yet I just can't help myself. Beautiful scene with the water. Soul too, on the bridge, that's what I was talking about. Given a fair share of the spotlight, right? Okay, it may be his song and it's Soul featuring this song, but not only just providing Soul verse 3, but bringing her back for the bridge is brilliant. And there's only a few solo artists that I know do that really well. It's the likes of Kang Daniel, it's the likes of Woods, other fellow male soloists, of course, likes of E. There's only a good amount, right? And Bobby's added into the mix as well. BI too. Like, oh, I love the percussion work. A bit of wood block work or something in the back. And chill. I love that added. And chill. It might be Soul added on the emphasis on the end of Netflix. Well, not Netflix, but the chill part. And chill. Yeah. That's crazy. So you gotta give it everyone behind the scenes. And I think the great part of, despite Ikon and Bobby moving to 143 Entertainment as they should, is that they have connections. They have people in the works like The Proof, right? Producers, singer-songwriters, people directing in the scenes, whether it's doing the Foley work and all. Like the really like integral people that really make things come together, not just only the artists themselves, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta give it to everyone behind the scenes. You gotta give it to, of course, Sunwoo and Huyoung coming through in the cameo. I'm sure they had a busy schedule, but like coming through for this, for Bobby, for his great moment here, coming back in 2023 is everything, honestly. DK as well, and I think pairing Bobby and Soul just seems like a match made in heaven on a vocal standpoint. And of course, as much as I love his hard in the paint rock or not rock approach, sorry, I'm thinking about Cherry Blossom and that fun soft rock song, but that hip hop approach where he lets loose and goes crazy with his husky tone. I do love his more so melodic works as well at the same time, and it goes to show you he can do things both at the same time, or one more heavier than the other. Am I right? Whether it's rap heavy, whether it's very melodic and lush and shimmering and shining like Drowning here, guys. I honestly ended up drowning in this song. Been trying to figure out my words here as we are going in all in just amidst a busy day. So I appreciate this chill, laid back, yet fun, energetic song somehow at the same time that we're getting all at once with Soul, everyone. So let me know your thoughts. I feel like this is a great start in the new year, early Q1 and all. And as we approach, slowly but surely, we will get that full comeback apparently with all the members. So let's support Ikon, let's support Bobby, let's support, of course, their label mates, Limelight, fairly new girl group, rookie group that's trying to find their footing as well. Hopefully 143 Entertainment works it out when it comes to the marketing standpoint, and just the little details that I talked about earlier in this reaction and review, everyone. So with that being said, I gotta give this a 9 out of 10. It's just that good, and I still can't pick a solid favorite between Drowning and Cherry Blossom, but I might lean slightly more with Cherry Blossom. But I can totally see myself like getting up in the morning and just jamming along with the song, getting ready for my day with Bobby's Drowning featuring Soul. So yeah, take care as always, everyone. This has been Garrison. Until next time, I just love how the creative freedom is just coming through with Bobby, with 143 Entertainment in the works, and surely we will get more music as the members themselves please, or as at their own pace and whatever they like to do, of course, on the freedom standpoint. That's the one huge thing that I always want for my favorites, is creative freedom and freedom at the end of the day to do what they love for themselves, and not just everyone else and the fans out there, for themselves most importantly. So take care, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Just warms my heart connecting with y'all in regards to Bobby's latest drop of Drowning featuring Soul, the music video. If you haven't seen my reaction and review to Cherry Blossom, be sure to do so. This has been Garrison though, and peace.